Welcome to Healed and Healing. I'm your host, Maria Roney, intuitive healing guide and teacher, and I have created this podcast for you, you amazing, brave human willing to heal and rediscover your authentic self so that you can be free from past pain, trauma, heartbreak, and conditioning so that you can experience true freedom in a joy-filled, abundant life. My own journey taught me that when we choose to heal from the past, we find our confidence, self-trust, intuition, and so much more. And then we embody who we are at soul level, so we are free to shine our light unapologetically and have the freedom and joy beyond our wildest dreams. So come along on this unique, non-traditional path of healing and self-discovery that is both mystical and grounded in the reality of our human experience. And I'm here to tell you, if I can do it, so can you. So let's begin. Hello, beautiful soul. Thank you so much for joining me again. It's just so much my honor to share today about destination. Our destination is true freedom. There is no other destination, just true freedom. That's like what I do. I have my freedom, joy, all goes together. Feeling free from all of the things, from the past, from societal conditions. Oh, anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So today I'm going to share with you my true freedom method. There are 3 stages to this method, and I live and breathe these 3 stages, and they're actually it's not so much 1, 2, 3. It's like a cycle, and the cycle keeps going. It's actually the process of death and rebirth in this one lifetime. Like in this particular lifetime, we have death and rebirth. We're creating new versions of ourselves. We're stepping onto new timelines all the time with all of our choices. And when we can get really conscious about the creation of our life, then that just creates true freedom. So let me go through these 3 stages. And 1 is letting go. I advocate, I live a life of letting go. We let go because when we let go, we actually clear room to make space for what we want to call into our life. So it's like, say you have a house and it's full of furniture, and then you go to Nick's Gully and you see this lounge suite and it's beautiful. It's like your dream lounge suite. And you really want it. It's just perfect for you. And you have nowhere to put it because your house is already full of furniture. And what you need to do is create the space to let go of the lounge suite, the tatty old one that's really comfortable and worn, but there's some springs that dig into you. It doesn't feel so good anymore. It doesn't feel like you anymore. This new one at Nick's Gully does. And so in order to bring that into your space, you actually need to let go of that old one. And so that we do this body, mind, and energy. And we do it in all areas of our life when we can let go, move towards letting go of the big stuff like heartbreak or grief or trauma, and then have a look at what is it that you're conditioned? Have you been brought up to be a good girl or a good boy? We all have, really. What are the ways that you're keeping yourself small or not using your voice? And what ways of being that no longer serve you? Is it smoking or drinking a lot of alcohol or whatever it is? What ways of being do not serve? Your patterns of behavior, you're reacting to people or to situations. And have a look at your stories. What stories are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself heartbreaking stories? Are you telling yourself stories that just don't serve you, that are critical towards yourself? And what masks are you wearing? What are you controlling and hanging on to in your life that is actually holding you back? When we can dig deep into what it is that we're ready to let go of, and this is very important, is we can't force letting go. The letting go, just like I take my lessons from nature, and nature teaches me how to let go. When I watch my palm trees drop a massive frond, I'm like, thank you, teacher. Thank you for teaching me how to let go. And we just don't know what has happened. Like we remember everything that's happened in this lifetime, and then there might be impacts in your ancestral DNA or past lifetimes. And so there's no judgment towards self or no comparison to anyone else about their willingness to let go. It's all in your own time with gentleness. And so when we let go, we have the space now. We have the space, and this brings us to the second point, and this is like new you, new habits. This is where you create your life. You get to consciously create your life. What do you want to invite into your life? What healthy habits that you can start to develop? Because what we do when we have when we have all like the stuff that we're hanging on to and that we're controlling, right? And it takes up the space. And then when we let it go, we start flowing again. We start flowing with life. And then we can create that space where you have healthy habits in terms of the way you think, feel, and operate. And once you start to create and develop those healthy habits, you prevent the blockages from happening. Does that make sense? So this is when we're, deciding, we're creating. Do we want to have a practice of meditation? Do we want to do some journaling? Do we want to go for a walk on the beach every day? Whatever it is, we want that new wardrobe or that new lounge suite, right? So what do you need to let go of first? And it is because it is body or physical, we need to let go physically. So that might be going through your wardrobe, decluttering your house, so that then we've got that space to bring in the new. So in phase 2, we're letting go and we're calling in, we're deciding. So they're happening not separately, they're happening concurrently. We're letting go, we're creating this space. Now I've got room to bring in what it is I want in my life. Do I want the new job? Well, I need to start to let go of the old job. And it doesn't mean that we're reckless and that we just quit our job and the next day that your perfect job shows up. It means that you energetically start to let go of that job, and then you start to have that space. And so you start to go, well, what kind of job would I like? And you do some writing or journaling about it. And then you allow, then the universe steps in and helps you, meets you halfway. So then the third step is the embedding. It's embodying this new way of being, this new version of you, being open to receive, really integrating. And because now you've developed healing and new tools to create this next chapter of your life. And once you've healed and have all of these new habits, it's time to create something different. That's, this is when hope comes in, and joy and excitement. How do I want my life to be? So for example, you've cleared out that closet, and, there's lots of space in there. And now you want to fill the closet with something new. But you don't refill it with the stuff that's on sale and isn't really the new you. You buy clothes you love. What is it that you really desire? And so you can see the wardrobe analogy is with your life. What do you want to fill your life with? Do you want to fill your life with doom scrolling through your phone for hours on end? Or do you want to fill your life with something that nourishes your soul? And you get to decide. And this is really important, is the principles that go along with this true freedom method. And one of the really most important ones is understanding yourself, understanding this human glorious system that we have. Because our system, our nervous system, our hormones, our system is designed to keep us safe, even at the cost of our dreams. So our system, that's why change is hard. That's why so few people will actually really make transformational change. Because it takes effort, it takes consistency. And so, because we have all of this stuff that comes up every step of the way, when we're brave and we want to make change, our system just wants us to stay the same because that's safe. So we have to set that intention that that's what we want, that we want that true freedom. We want to live beyond our conditioning and beyond what's happened to us and the hard stuff in our lives. So I believe in you, and if I can do it, as I always say, so can you. And it's just about small steps, gentleness with self. And this 3-step process, remember, it's a cycle. So all at once you can be letting go of stuff, creating, bringing in the new habits, practicing, right? Until it becomes brushing your teeth. Meditation every day is so part of you and your routine and how you show up for yourself and nurture your life, that it's like brushing your teeth. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to force yourself into it or talk yourself into it. It's just part of who you are and how you show up. And of course, the reason why we do this is so that we show up in life differently, that we have more peace inside, like deep inside. And that's the freedom. The freedom is that the next time that somebody, upsets you or triggers you, because life doesn't stop, life keeps going. The challenges keep coming up. And just because you're on this healing journey and you've changed and evolved and transformed doesn't mean that your life is now just perfect and smooth sailing. The difference is now that when the challenges show up, and they will, is that you have the tools. You're an evolved, different version of you. And so when someone comes at you with something that just wants to set you on fire, you just don't feel it anymore. You can have compassion for that person, for yourself. You can have gentleness. You can have forgiveness, because you've changed. And the change, if you're like me, it just keeps going and going. So I live a life of, letting go. Where am I clearing? What do I need to let go of to create what I want in my life? And it just goes deeper and deeper, but it gets more fun and it gets joyful. So it's not like this serious, perfectionism in healing, that there's a place to get, that this human life is messy, and we are nature, and like nature, we're in perfect chaos all of the time. So when the planets are spinning so perfectly in their synchronicity, and if you go out bush and you see the wildness of nature, and you know that everything is in its perfection, and it looks like chaos, but it's harmony. And so why do you think you're out of control? Why do we even try to control anything? Because we are in this perfect chaos that is our lives and our systems, and the earth is one being. So you can accept yourself more deeply by following this truth freedom method. If you practice this over and over and allow it to be like a template for your life, you will change. You will feel better. I promise. And whatever it is that you decide to follow, there is so many different methodologies out there. This is the one that I'm sharing, and it probably resonates with other methodologies as well. And it's up to you to choose what practice or what method resonates with you and your soul, and how do you want to live your life. And if there's one thing that you take away from this episode today, and that is you create your own life. You have the power. You are not a victim. You're not a victim to this patriarchal society we live in. You have the power to have that freedom to create your life exactly as you choose, and enjoy the journey. Truly enjoy the journey. And so with that, please let me know what has resonated with you. Please post in the comments. And what is one baby step, one small action that you're going to take from listening today? Please let me know if you have any questions, and I would love to tell you about my upcoming program, Phoenix Rising. And this is a journey of letting go and self-discovery. So we'll be going much, 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 much deeper on what I've just talked about. So please, if that's something that feels right for you, please see the link in the show notes and send me a message. I'd love to have you there. So from my heart to yours, lots of love, and until next time. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this episode of Healed and Healing podcast. And thank you for being on your own healing journey, because the more of us who choose to heal, the more that we shine our light to this whole world. And your support means so much to me, and means, being on your own healing journey just means so much to you. I'm proud of you, and what we do together on this healing journey is so good for everyone around us as well. Never underestimate that. So please subscribe, give me a review, give me some stars, and I just can't wait to see you on our very next episode in this beautiful community. Lots of love.